IFMIS records and control of budget records. Can I go ahead, Chair?
Yes.
Note 1 to the financial statements for the year under review reflects Kenya shillings 6.3 billion in respect of exchequer receipts by the County Executive of Nyeri. However, the Integrated Financial Management Information Systems, IFMIS records and control of budget (COB) records on the same reflect an amount of Kenya shillings 63,150,000 and Kenya shillings 5.84 billion, resulting to an explained variance of Kenya shillings 6 billion 243,194,117 and Kenya shillings 465,444,899 respectively. In the circumstances, Chair, it has not been possible to confirm the accuracy and completeness of the exchequer receipts of Kenya shillings 6,306,344,117 for the year ended 30th June. Thank you, Chair.
Governor.
Thank you, Chair. The IFMIS receipts module was not fully operational. The exchequer receipts were correctly captured in the miscellaneous receipt register, reflecting an amount of Kenya shillings 6,306,344,117 and 75 cents as per the attached Annex 1A, Chair. And the variance between the controller of budget report and financial statement is as a result of an exchequer receipt dated 5th August 2020, which related to June 2020 equitable share of Kenya shilling 465,444,900. The controller of budget report did not take into consideration the said amount, whereas the county executive incorporated it since the financial statements are reported on cash basis. The exchequers are issued as per the CARA 2020-2021 and evidenced by the incomes in the CRF bank statement. That this is as shown below in Annex 1B, Chair. The equitable share disbursed in the county in the year 2020-2021 all the way down is indicated there. All the way, okay. You see there is one, the one we are talking of, 5th of August 20, which was way beyond the financial year. And the reporting module in IFMIS has cumulative and resolved figures of receipts and bank balances, which are carried forward from previous years due to the incomplete operationalization of the IFMIS receipt module. The County Treasury, through various engagements with the National Treasury, has requested for assistance in trying to resolve the cumulative and receipted issues, though it has not been successfully resolved. Annex 1C. However, this has prompted the county to report the financial statements of the IFMIS system as opposed to downloading direct the system reports. I submit, Chair.
Auditor General.
Thank you, Chair. The management has agreed with the audit finding on the IFMIS problem that it has not been resolved. However, on the variances between the financial statement balance and COB report, the variance has since been explained and we are satisfied. So the issue, therefore, is partially addressed because of the IFMIS shortcomings.
Governor, you still have something outstanding as far as correction is concerned.
Yes.
Have you done anything?
Chair.
Because that has to be corrected before this matter is resolved.
If we walk back, you realize that this was 2021. We even came to 2022, and the Treasury did not also release. And the same was released now later. The challenges come now from the National Treasury. But we have continued to account and these figures ourselves because we go by the CARA and then follow up. Remember, Chair, with your indulgence, that we also had an issue with either withholding or lack of release of conditional grants. Again, it creates the same problem.
But I believe you must correct the situation.
Yes.
And I don't know whether you have done any communication to Treasury to correct what is anomaly.
I think I will also indulge the Senate to step in, because this is you are protectors of devolution, and that's where our problems come. The money is held in treasury, it is released. That's a challenge.
Auditor General, what do you say?
What we can encourage the county is just to demonstrate through evidence, having written to Treasury, and they get the person who can also help them report this issue, because it's a backward posting. It requires some rights from Treasury.
So have they written to Treasury? Governor, you are supposed to write to Treasury.
I think that is.
There was a letter.
Switch on the mic.
Sorry, through Chair. There was a letter written on 22nd September 2021 requesting the National Treasury to assist in the training of staff in revenue, and also so as to correct the receipting module challenges.
Is it in the bundle of documents that you provided?
Yes, and it's 1C.
Okay.
Has the evidence been shared with you, Auditor General?
Yes, it has been shared, but they need to have a follow-up. Yes, the writing is there, but you can also do a follow-up. There is a writing, and you can also follow up with
I think the easy way, because this is 2021 matter, you can send an officer to actually correct anomaly, and that will be resolved.
Thank you, Chair. Well advised, but let me also mention here that every month we have an officer at COB. Every month.
No problem.
You understand? So, why we cannot resolve these issues, I think we are placing the burden on the wrong people.
Can you put more effort? Because either way, it's your responsibility. Thank you. I'm stepping out briefly, Senator Onyo.
Okay.
Thank you, OAG. I think we are down to we are done with 2.0, right?
Chair?
Yes.
I did not get...
No, I was saying that, we're on 1.1, variances between exchequer releases, IFMIS records and controller, and you come down to...
Maybe, Chair, if you allow, before we leave, because the big problem seems now to be that you receive money, especially the money that you received after the close of the financial year. Now that you are receiving money in time, what is now the current situation?
Thank you, Chair. That statement is not correct. We are not receiving money in time. As we speak, we are owed 62 billion as counties. So it is not true. We have not yet. It's only that as we crossed over the first year, this last year, we got the money. So we crossed the year.
So we will not expect variances?
No, for this year, unless something else happens. For the past year, there will be no variances because we got the money as expected.
Very well.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. So, Somalia, I was coming back to you. Yes.
We are through with 1.1.
Yes.
The next audit issue, Chair, is 2.0. Compensation of employees, and in the briefing we are dedicated, the issue has been addressed.
Yes.
Do I read or I just skip, Chair?
I think for the sake of time, we proceed, since it's already been sorted out.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
The next issue is 3.0, transfers to polytechnics. The issue is outstanding. I read the question. The transfers to youth polytechnics. A statement of receipts of payments and payments for the year ended 30 June 2021 reflects other grants and transfers totaling to Kenya shillings 692.5 million, which includes an amount of Kenya shillings 28.1 million transferred to the youth polytechnics in the county. However, a review of the transfers revealed the following anomalies. Anomaly Roman 1, during the financial year under review, the county received grants totaling to 48.9 million from the Ministry of Education for development of youth polytechnics in the county, out of which the account transferred 28.1 million to youth polytechnics, leaving a balance of 20.8 million not remitted to the institutions. Roman 2 is the grant of 48.9 from the Ministry of Education and Development to youth polytechnics and was disbursed to the county government as per the letter DVT 377 volume 221 of March 2021 on condition that the county would match the contribution in the ratio of 1:1 as per the grant condition number 6C. However, the county government did not pay any amount to the youth polytechnics as required. No explanation was provided for the non-compliance with the conditions set for the grant. Roman 3 Chair, the condition number 7A requires that a grant be disbursed to eligible vocational training centers based on verified trainee enrollment data per vocational training center as submitted to the State Department for Vocational Training by the Council of Governors. No copy of the verified trainee data was available for audit. For Roman 4, grant condition number 6F states that each county will be required to prepare annual technical reports in the agreed formats to the respective county executive committee member in charge of vocational training and training, with a copy of the State Department for Vocational Training and technical and training. The report should cover number of vocational training centers established in the county using the grant, number of workshops or hotels or classrooms constructed, number of trainees enrolled, retention, graduation, transition, and completion rates. No such reports have ever been provided for audit. Consequently, the accuracy and validity of completeness and application of the grant received totaling to 48.9 could be confirmed. Chair, I want to say here that Roman 1, Roman 3, and Roman 4 has been addressed. The county has not matched their contribution to the loan. That's the only outstanding issue, Chair.
Your Excellency.
Thank you, Chair. I will handle two because the rest have been mentioned. We were not able in the year in review to match the conditional grant because we had a shortfall in our budgets, and therefore we were not able to give the 1.1 ratio. But then unfortunately in the preceding year the grant was removed, so it was stopped now at National Treasury, so we were not able then to give the same grant. So it is still outstanding. We haven't, but we have continued to support the TVETs by payment of salaries, provision of material, purchases of equipment, despite us not having matched that one.
Smiley, what is your take? What did you find? How would you handle the fact that he's arguing that the grant transfers have been stopped by the national government? Do you then backdate and still recover, or do you assume that this is a matter that he's really been overtaken by events?
Let my colleague first of all comment, then I'll...
Thank you, Chair. Now that year the county government have not factored in that in the budget as dictated by the governor, it was expected that because the national government met its portion of 48 million to subsequently budget for that 48 million in the subsequent year or years, which has not been done, because we have to do 1-to-1 ratio. Yes, national government met their part, then the county government did not meet its part. They were supposed to have budgeted for that 48 million in subsequent year.
And maybe, Chair,
Yes.
as a noble, once you are given a grant, it becomes also a motivator when you also do your part, because this is the one way of achieving development goals.
Now, before Governor answers, I've just been informed by the COB that actually this grant was not removed, but it was converted into the equitable revenue. So it's coming in another form, but in yet in reality it's the same fund. So the question I'm asking you, is there a possibility that the money that the 48 million that the Auditor General has talked about, that you could actually now leap it in front so that it becomes part and parcel of this agreement that was agreed with?
Thank you, Chair. Maybe if we revisit that issue, you realize that is where counties lost and were said to have gained, because of the tug of trying to increase their own source, the equitable share. And what happened is that Treasury decided to convert that one. They convert that fund, the support to TVET, the support to the FIF for the hospitals and many other conditional grants. So it automatically now became behoved the county to include that one as part of our, considering we still pay the salaries and everything. But I think I see your wisdom, and rather than us having this outstanding, I think we are going to do a supplementary budget and provide for the same so that we can progress.
Smiley, can we accept that to be the most likely outcome?
Yeah, we can monitor, because
Yes.
this is actually called conditional grant, meaning it has conditions
Yes.
of 1-to-1. Therefore, now that the governor has shown indications that he will do something, we can monitor in our next audits.
Thank you. Matthew, Senator Matthew.
Yeah, maybe then that the governor has committed to do this, you need to keep an eye on it. And a general comment that I would want to make, and I'm sure you know, Governor, we have a very serious problem with conditional grants, because it is called conditional because it has a condition, and it is fair that each party meets their condition. You can imagine if you had factored the 48 million and the national government refused to honor their part, it will not look very good. All the other conditional grants that we are having, Nyeri, it is the counties that pull the donors behind, and this should be a motivation. And I'm very happy that you have made that commitment that you shall be able to rectify, so that you're able to move.
Thank you, Chair.
Governor, the only comment I would like to make is that you understand that in the policy you've been talking about the role of polytechnics and all these tertiary institutions. They are actually going to be the engine that drives your county. So I really want to plead with you that, as the COG has said, as the Auditor General said, let us accept, they'll monitor, and I believe in the next session they should be able to tell us that you have implemented.
Thank you very much.
Somali, can we go to the next?
Thank you, Chair. Next query is 4.0 fixed assets, and it has subsections. We start with 4.1 assets excluded in the register. A review of fixed assets register revealed that 104 parcels of land of undetermined value owned by the county executive were omitted in the register, as detailed in our annex Appendix 1. Further, the following 9 land properties had no title deeds or ownership certificates. Chair, we have a table there, and listing the 9.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yes.
Governor?
Thank you, Chair. The balances for assets and liabilities were inherited from the defunct local authorities in Nyeri County and have not been included since the Committee on Assets and Liabilities has not handed over the assets to the county government. The county government appointed a an Assets and Liabilities Committee, which came up with the assets and liability as per attached report reference NGC, TNC, CALC, dated 24th July 2019, addressed to the Chairman, Intergovernmental Technical Relations Committee, and in Annex 6. And to add to that, Chair, this matter is still pending. I think it is only this year that the IGTRC was able to get the 98 million they were looking for to try and complete the program, which is still outstanding.
Our thinking is that, yes, they're actually resting the RC in a row. Our thing was that have also ministers where they value us. They have at least come with the initial values at that justification.
Smile you through your chair, enrich my there was given by the transition to all the
It was adopted by governors.
So the first is erroneous. The balance of assets and liabilities that were handed over to the county government. Because that this is a problem of all the county governments. It's not a problem of Nyeri, and we always want to say, like for example, when the governor for Nyandarua appeared, and they will say that they are waiting for a report from the RTGC of assets that include the land that they have built their own county headquarters. I thought with the strength of what they received from the transition authority, they can be able to try and regularize even the most obvious assets that they have. Their land, some of the vehicles that have even government registration. It is not fair for counties to keep saying that they do not have a register that they inherited. They have a register that they inherited from the transition authority.
Thank you, Chair. I think that our argument is on ownership and evaluation. Maybe let me just mention, county governments own OECD centers, but we have no title. We don't know the size of the land. We don't know where they are. We may be able to show that they are there, but we cannot now put them in our register because they are embedded in a primary school. It is not yet, those are some of the outstanding issues. Mr. Chairman, allow me to even tell you that we have had even altercations with Ngao in terms of offices. You go, this office, for example, an office was handed, a function was devolved, water for example, but some officers were left there for Ngao in that office, sharing with ours. We innovate an office, the next day the commissioner comes and kicks out. So these are outstanding, and why we were even pushing very hard is we want a clear demarcation and told this is what belongs. Like right now, all cattle dips in Kenya belong to county governments through the Department of Agriculture. We do not have titles. We are still, I think this year we may end up progressing